A plan for you to take over? To be the dragon man?
Dragon head.
Welcome to Manosphere Highlights Daily. Shout out to Patreon gang member Mr. Mango for this video. This is his message. Hello MHD. I ran across a scene that I thought might put you to work. Cause I know you're about that work, brother. The Brother's Son on Netflix, episode 8. When Bruce pleads with the mother to just be a mom and she shows her disdain for it because she wants to be in charge. Let me know what you think. Mr. Mango, salute! Thank you for your message. The Brother's Son is an action comedy drama television series on Netflix. Charles' son, a Taipei gangster who settled into his life as a ruthless killer, must go to LA to protect his mother and younger brother after his father is shot by a mysterious assassin. I watched the series to fully understand the scene Mr. Mango mentioned in his Patreon message to provide you with a breakdown from a red pill perspective. I have to say that this series had the potential to be so much better. It had all the ingredients to make a great series. It's not surprising that it got cancelled after one season because Netflix operates with a feminist and woke agenda. From the first episode, typical tropes and narratives appear. Girl bosses, matriarchs are portrayed as better, patriarchs as evil, male buffoons, and men as the butt of the joke. It's really annoying at times, and the scene we're breaking down dives into this woke and feminist narrative. Disclaimer: this video contains copyrighted footage, so we will be freezing it frequently to prevent copyright infringement. A special salute to our Patreon supporters. The original video will be available on Patreon. If you enjoy our content and want the full experience, consider supporting us on Patreon. Spoiler alert! This video contains spoilers, so you've been warned. We men ain't we? Yeah. We men ain't we? Yeah.
You are not a crime boss. You are my mom. Wouldn't it be nice to go back to that? That's how things were.
I left everything behind for you. Scrubbed toilets so we can eat. Skipped meals so you can have a backpack like the other kids. But not once did anybody ask me what I wanted. I want what is mine, Bruce. I want what I have earned.
This is where the series takes a hit, why the WNBA loses money every year, and why women are unhappier than ever before. Look what's being said. You are not a crime boss. I want what I have earned. There's a correlation and an importance with these two quotes that the feminist narrative loves to leave out of their stories. These two quotes encapsulate a fundamental truth about leadership and success. Many women and people in general are attracted to the idea of being a boss without fully grasping the hard work, sacrifices, and challenges that come with it. The mom statement underscores the notion that true leadership is not merely about holding a position of authority. It's about earning it through dedication, perseverance, and integrity. Now take a look at how they butchered this scene.
I can't imagine. It must have been a great burden all these years knowing every triad in the world wanted you dead because you knew their secrets. But you're welcome. I'm here to lift that weight from your shoulders. We figured out a few ourselves. I hear your husband's still holding on. Tough son of a... We just want your help enlisting these people. Then we'll let you go. We have no interest in hurting an old woman.
You only found me because I wanted you to. That's why I went to Hong. He would betray his own mother. He even got her to buy one of those off-season Waikiki packages. Cheap suits, tattoos, practically beg cops to associate you and tea that I wouldn't serve to a dog living on a street. And you had the idea that you could outsmart me? I'm not your prisoner. I'm here to negotiate. So go get me some good tea. And then we can talk.
Oh, shit.
She let herself get caught without protection just to negotiate from a position of ignorance, assuming these men are after money and power.
Everybody makes money.
We would rather see your money burn than use it.
Don't understand. What do you want? Who are you?
There goes the notion of mom being this mastermind that can't be outsmarted, especially since she claimed she had earned her position as the boss. This move only undermines her credibility further, but also the credibility of this criminal organization. It's a butchered scene.
What the hell is that?
While the series portrays the mother as effortlessly authoritative, it fails to portray the distressing and soul-crushing experience where the constant threat of violence casts a dark shadow over every aspect of life and the grueling journey and sacrifices she likely endured to reach that position. She is in grave danger in this scene, yet they play it off like a joke.
What the hell is that?
With her being interrogated by an incompetent fool who has no interest in harming her to get what he wants. This portrayal is problematic because it glosses over the reality of leadership, the dangers of crime, misleading audiences into believing that success can be attained without the necessary hard work, perseverance, and in this case, the ruthlessness and brutality necessary to be a crime boss. In reality, being a boss requires much more than simply desiring the title. It demands earning it through merit, dedication, and a willingness to confront challenges head on. Now look at what they do to bring some sense of serious danger into the scene.
This is a waste of everyone's time. You think I haven't been interrogated before? I lasted 16 days of questioning shackled to a tiger chair in a police station. I gave them nothing. But 2 of my interrogators ended up in a mental institution.
Wow, so we should just kill you.
No. My information is too important for you. And you're all nice boys. You don't want to kill an old lady.
You're right. We're not gonna kill an old woman. But we can't let you go until you tell us the names.
Okay, then we'll just sit here. What should we do for dinner?
But we have no problem killing someone else.
Bring him up.
We caught him trying to sneak in and save you. Someone you care about.
So they don't even touch her. They don't even try to torture her to get the answers they want based on what she's saying, which takes away all the credibility of being this ferocious criminal organization. So they bring in a man who's been a loyal henchman to the family for decades to take the fall. And this resembles real life. When times get hard, men are expected to do the dirty work. Men are expected to die.
But what you don't see are men crossing into Poland, and that's because Ukraine has said that men from ages 18 to 60 cannot leave the country.
Mom is never in real serious danger where you fear for her life. This is done on purpose because the negative aspect of being a boss, the hardship of being a boss, will discourage women from wanting to be a boss.
Mr. Speaker, I have been very clear that I am sorry and that I have made mistakes. But the right thing to do in those circumstances is to make changes, which I've made, and to get on with the job and deliver for the British people.
That's why these men have to be incompetent fools and don't lay a finger on her to create the feel of superiority, comfort, and easy mode. And it doesn't help because that's not the truth. Look at this recent news.
Ecuador's youngest mayor, Brigitte Garcia, has died. Garcia was elected mayor of San Vicente in 2023. One of her most recent projects was improving the water supply to the town. Ecuadorian police say 2 people were found shot to death inside a rented car on March 24th. Law enforcement identified them as Mayor Garcia and Jairo Loor, the mayor's communication director. In later social media posts, the police said investigators believe the gunshots came from inside the vehicle. Ecuador has been rocked by political assassinations before. In 2023, presidential candidate Fernando Villavicencio was killed by gunfire.
Do you think this story inspires young Ecuadorian girls to become a mayor one day? Unfortunately, this is part of reality. It didn't just happen to the female mayor, and that's why positions of leadership should only be reserved for the competent and those who understand the full spectrum of the position. And that brings me to the next point. Check this out.
I'm going to Taiwan to lead the Jade Dragons. The opportunity is there to do something I've always wanted. To remake the Triads in my image. Smarter, more organized, and more legitimate.
The series portrays the classic feminist narrative of the patriarchy being evil and bad for society. The matriarch is advertised as smarter, more organized, and more legitimate, which is unrealistic because the matriarch doesn't build. Because she doesn't build, she doesn't understand how to lead, maintain, and protect what is built. That's why the matriarch is incentivized to take over what the patriarch has built, not to build it herself. Divorce has made many women millionaires and some billionaires. According to the Forbes billionaire list, there are only 14 women among the 100 wealthiest people on the planet in 2023, and only one of them had not made their fortune by inheritance or divorce from a wealthy relative or husband. I'm not saying that women can't be bosses. I'm saying that women are biologically different. You can make juice from both apples and oranges, but the juice will not taste the same. NBA, WNBA, both basketball, not the same product, not the same experience, and because of that, results are not equal. In order for a woman to rise to the top, she will have to compete with men and excel in masculine traits, which men are naturally better at because they are men. And it's lonely at the top. There are more people at the bottom, and most people will never reach that upper echelon, simply because it's impossible in a capitalist society. Building empires or achieving great success often involves impacting others negatively along the way. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and Bill Gates are not merely actors. They are competent individuals who reach the top through their accomplishments, becoming larger-than-life personalities in the process. Their names alone are powerful brands that inspire millions. You cannot simply replicate what they have achieved, nor can you become them. Their brands destroyed many competitors along the way. Feminists tend to pop up when society is already established, like they've been hiding in the woodwork, waiting for their chance to speak up. It's like they come out of nowhere, but really they're just seizing the opportunity once the stage is set. Only when the world is built can they say stuff like this.
But not once did anybody ask me what I wanted. You have set me free. And this is what I'm choosing to do with my freedom.
In the old days, men didn't really have much to say about their roles. Feminists paint the picture as if men had it all, grinding on farms, in steel mills, or coal mines, or risking their lives in wars. But the truth is that men did what they had to do to support their families and uphold honor. Work was more of a duty, a responsibility they could not shake off. For women, it's often about empowerment, focusing on their own path rather than family obligations. This is why it's crucial for the girl boss to have choices. They don't like the traditional responsibilities men carry. Check this out.
So I think that when people think about having an egalitarian marriage, we're talking about that there's not a power differential, but you still get to choose. Like a woman might say, and I'm being stereotypical here, it might be the man, but often it's the woman who says, you know what, I want to switch to part-time with my work. So that doesn't mean she has less power in the marriage because he makes more now because he's working full-time. It means that they've divided up things differently because that was their choice. That was something that was chosen. It wasn't like you can't work. It was, I would like to do less.
If the girl boss is tired of being strong and independent, there has to be an option for her to be taken care of, whether by the government or by a man who earns as much, if not more, than she does. But here's the thing, women generally don't go for men who earn less than they do. A trend that has been around for centuries because that's female nature. That's why you won't hear feminists making a fuss about laws that do not favor men. It's a self-centered pursuit that ultimately tears families apart. It is no coincidence that by 2030, 45% of women are expected to be single and childless. It turns out that many women do not like the idea of motherhood. They would rather chase the dream of the girl boss.
Didn't we already catch the bad guys?
If we want to indict the bad guys and not just release them back into the world, we need to bring in Big Son. And the only person who knows where he is the guy who owns that phone. So find him.
Patreon supporters, salute! Manosphere, we working. Protect yourself at all times. This video has officially been highlighted.